Okay, we're 10-8. I swear to God this time. The number really is 180. The letter really is G. My name is Mig. I need to turn those on. I'm speaking to an empty room. I'm here with my brother. I'm recording in the actual correct thing, so those of you who are watching the video on demand version got to hear that little patter right at the beginning of this from right at the end of that because I'm a dumbass, but whatever. If I cared enough to actually edit it, then maybe it wasn't there, but yeah, who knows. I wanna see the live YouTube editor where it just allows me to edit my video in their webpage, right? That would be amazing, but that would probably be a completely separate. That's Adobe's business model is video editing and photo editing with web access, right? So whatever. Anyway, I needed to get some copper. I got a lot of copper apparently. I needed to get some copper so I could get some mining drills going. I'm going to put some copper back. That's probably a little too much. Groovy. That's a lot better. We're going to start running out of science here in a second. So I'm going to run back down there and get some science going. While I get the science going, yeah, let's do some more mining. No, I got plenty of mining drills going. So while I run down here to get the science going, hopefully by the time I get back to my little iron ore patch, I will have plenty of, yeah, they're coming in right now. I will have plenty of miners and I'll be able to get that patch mining as well. But first, I'm going to give you 10. I'm going to give you 4, apparently. I thought I had more than that. Groovy. So, we'll get a little coal while we're down here. Because we can. Because it's free. Okay, groovy. Sokov. Let's see what we got. Alright, I like that. We will do slow burn, which means that they're nicely spaced out. Yep. Chop down all the trees because we love chopping trees in the dark because, YouTube. YouTube says, hell yeah, chop the trees in the dark. Okay, so. Box. Where are you? Okay. Okay. So now we got to get power over here. Let's try to space these lines out. Okay. Now we'll get some iron ore up over here. I think I also need to have a turret over by these guys, otherwise things will get blowed up by the monkeys. Let's put 20 bullets or so in there. Nope, I did something wrong. Okay, I'm gonna chop these trees so we can actually see what we're doing. How's the stone section going?
I just hooked up the power, and I think we're gonna be getting some bricks coming up pretty soon.
Groovy. Very nice.
I'm gonna move these turrets north.
Yep. Okay, and my iron ore is making it into my steel Oh, because I'm a dumbass. Oh well, you know, paying attention. That is not in my job description. That is beyond my pay grade. How about that? Okay. Hooray for everything. Okay, now I'm making steel. Right? Right? Okay, and now I'm making iron. Excuse me. Now I'm making iron, and now I'm making steel. Hooray. How stupid am I for constantly getting iron and steel mixed up, but, you know. Alright, so I want to show you something when you got a second, Robert. Why don't you come on down here? Oh, I remember when I was watching the video. You watched the replay video, right? You got me my extra view metrics, yeah? But I did notice that I had missed 2 inserters there, so hopefully anybody who was screaming and yelling at me no longer needs to be screaming and yelling, but, you know, that's a very big hopefully, because that would mean people are actually watching these videos, besides me. I like watching these videos. Where are you? You ready?
Heading down. Let's see.
Alright, so I actually want to point this out to you right here. Can you see what's going on here?
You are using undergrounds to turn.
Yes, but can you see what's on the belt going into that little thing and what's on the belt coming out of that little thing? Let me give you a hint. I'm using undergrounds to filter. Do you see that? On the belt here, where I am, right? It's got coal on the top and iron ore on the bottom, right? By putting this underground belt at a 90-degree angle, only the top part of this belt is going to go into the underground. So that actually filters out the bottom part of the belt. And then it's exactly reversed here, right? So I can do the exact same thing.
Okay. So then it just has the iron ore clogging up down here.
Yes, but that, I mean, that's what it's going to do anyway, right? Eventually, either you have enough throughput, right, such that it all fills up like it does over here, right? Or you don't, and it doesn't all fill up. So yes, there's actually, it is correct to say we're going to waste 4 pieces of iron ore, right? These 4 pieces here will never get picked up and smelted. These 4 pieces here will never get picked up and smelted, and they're like all sad little orphans and stuff like that. But the rest of them will get picked up by these right here, right? And 4 guys right here is actually a lot cheaper price to pay than all of the extra belting I would need to do to bring a different line of coal over here to be able to feed the steel smelter, right? Awesome. I do have 4 more. Let's go ahead and put them in. I think this is going to be way off ratio, but whatever. Steel is good. Keep running out of stuff. That's why we need a mall to make stuff for us, and then we need some bots to bring it to us. So there's a mod called Long Reach that lets you pick things up from anywhere, so you can like zoom out into your map, zoom back down from your map, and just pick stuff up out of your boxes like half the map away.
The claw is our master.
Yeah, it's useful, and you get very accustomed to it apparently. Yeah. I like how there's shadows at night. Where the hell does that come from? The trees just have, you know, arbitrary shadows on the ground that are
It's
there.
the light of the moon.
Sure. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Need more steel. Yeah, so my steel axe just broke because I spent all that time like chopping trees, right? So that's fine. Let's check where we are. How are we doing on power? Oh, now we're jumping up to about 2/3 of our power. That's where our peak is. So I need steel. Ooh, that's a lot of steel. I like steel. I need iron. Take a loop, grab some iron, go back down and feed the monsters. We're running out of red science things. One of the things that you can do in your starter base, actually, is do a fairly hefty starter base, like do all the way through green science. That's what I've done in modded series, but I figured for vanilla it would be easy to just do a really, really thin first base. And then float all of this stuff out into buses once we were ready for the buses. How wide is this forest? It's fairly wide, unfortunately. Okay, that's fine. We'll get to that in a minute, I suppose. Let me try to put some, try to go ahead and put a buffer on the, steel here. You know, it may come that we need to, like, move these boxes in order to have more space and stuff like that, but... Get them all. You... Great. I'll deal with you in a while. Anyhow. Alright, so, steel production. Backed up but flowing. Sure.
Also put some buffer boxes on the brick and raw stone lines.
Yep.
Although I only had enough room to put buffer box on the bottom half of the raw stone.
Yeah, you don't need to do 2 for a lot of them, just your basics. Excuse, you don't need to do both sides, right? For both stone and brick. I mean, if you got them, it's fine too. Yeah, for stone, that's totally fine. I still don't even know if we actually need the stone, but we'll do it because we do it.
Well, let's see. We're gonna need raw stone if we're upgrading to the furnaces. The furnaces will need raw stone, and the steel ones require a stone furnace, which thus would require stone.
Right, but you generally don't belt craft your furnaces because the number you need is fairly constrained, but I don't know. Hard to say. We'll figure it out when we get there. No big deal. It's fine to have the stone now. We may very well start like generating mad amounts of electric furnaces, but I think those use brick. Right. You want at least half. And then you want at least half. And then I want the rest. Okay. You know, I'm thinking maybe it makes sense to do, you know, again, to leave out. So here's the thing. In order for us to do the bus the way we want to do it, we're going to have to chop down a lot of trees, right? The easiest way to chop down trees is with hand grenades. Maybe we should just do a box crafting for... Maybe we should just do a box crafting for green science, and I'll get that going down there. That's probably the best thing to do. Because we're like running out of red science. We're getting into things like bullet damage, which is fine, but, you know, it's wasteful, and I don't know if we're going to have space to run all of the everything down here. Now, do I have the ability? Yeah, I don't. So I have to rejigger some stuff here. Let's go ahead and put the radar down out here. Alright, so we can get rid of you. We can get me a goddamn steel axe because holy crap. Right, so we have the ability to make assembling machine 2s. So I'm going to start making those. Assembling machine 2s go faster, but even more importantly, they give you the ability to craft things that take more items. So I'm just going to work my way backwards from this. You need to make green science. I may wind up having to move the bullet machine, but we'll see what we can do. From green science. Green science is made from inserters and transport belts. So what we can do is we'll want to use a buffer. Right, so we can do a buffer there and a buffer here. And then we'll say, okay, you're going to make me inserters and you're going to make me transport belts, right? So transport belts. And you have to be close enough to it. Inserters. Okay, so from there, you want a bunch of stuff, right? Right. You know, I think actually I did it. Ooh, let's do it the other way around. Let's actually do you as the belts because you need less stuff and then you have more space to work in. So we'll do you as the inserters. Oh, here's an important thing, right? We're gonna wind up like outputting fairly expensive things into a box, right? We're gonna put output into this wooden chest and this wooden chest. We probably don't want to burn all of our resources into this chest because for the most part we're going to want to make green science. So go ahead and click on the wooden chest. You can see that it's empty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's not exactly empty because it's got that little red X there, right? So go ahead and click on the red X and then move over the little cells. Right? You can see that there's this like little red area. When you actually lay down the click, it'll set those red areas, right? And then only the gray areas are allowed to hold items from the thing that's passing into them, right? So for something like this, we could take this down. We only really need one open hole, right? And so this assembling machine here is going to only make one slot, one stack worth of items bonus, and then we're not going to waste a lot of materials just filling up a chest when we don't need a whole chest, right? And we can do the same thing for the, well, we actually want to pull from it. You wind up using, you know, like 4 times as much belt as inserter, so, you know, 4 cells of the belt and 1 cell of the inserter. That should be fine. So anyway, the next thing we're going to do is, where's my guys? The next thing we're going to do is you are going to be, whoops, right. You are going to be my gears. Okay, so then we need boxes. I should put the boxes. That's good. We don't need you. Groovy. So we can put a box here, right? And this can be iron. And then you can feed into this box, and you can feed into this guy. But we're going to use the magic of the red inserters to do that. You see that red inserter? Hover over the red inserter that I just placed and see where its arrows are.
Long-handled inserter.
Yes, long-handled inserter. So, let me go ahead and put that up, right? So the iron plate is going into both of the machines, right? And then the long-handled inserter is just putting it into the other machine. Right? Groovy, groovy.
So it's basically replacing 2 extra inserters and whatever would be in the middle.
Right. If I wanted to, I could just put a box, another box, right, and point both of the short inserters to the left, right, and then it would go into a box. I'd set 1 cell on the box, right, because I don't want to fill a box with frickin' gears, but you know, I can jump over it this way. The reason I wanted to put the box in for the inserters is because we're going to run down here and pull from that box, right? We want to buffer those up because we're going to use them until we get our mall up and going. So then what we want to do is we want another one here, right? Because this guy wants gears and he also wants iron plate. Okay, you want iron plate and gears, right? Okay, so you're gonna be a troublesome. So what this guy wants is he also wants another constructed thing, and good, we have barely enough space, right? So we can do that. Oh, we don't have enough space. Whatever. That's fine. There are ways around it. We'll just kill our coal line for the moment. I hit shift in order to make the little ghost image there. It doesn't do anything. When you right click on it, it goes away, but it's good. At least in the beginning right now, it's good for spacing things. So you're going to make electronic circuits, right? And how does this work again, if I remember correctly? So I'm going to make one box. It's going to be here, right? And you want, right. So that box is going to have my iron in it. So the iron's going to go this way. And the iron's going to go that way. But this is also going to be my copper cable. Where's my copper cable? There's my copper cable. And the output will be here. But the input will need to be another box. For, let's just do you here. Oh my goodness, this gets tricky. Okay, so I think that's everything. No, one more thing. I need another long-handled inserter to go there. Alright, so let's figure out if this is good for what I actually want to do. Let's see, we'll do one here,
I'll go get
here,
some more copper to fill this box.
Sure.
Go raid our production lines up top, get a whole bunch of copper and iron.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So I think that's everything. All right, and we're producing green science, right? Now, this is not the most efficient way to do green science or red science, right? But it is producing enough science for us to, like, grind out things. And most importantly, the reason I want green science is I want my damn hand grenades. So I can start blowing up trees, so we can start building ourselves a bus. So that's military 2 coming in. What does that also give us? Piercing rounds are pretty good. Military science is what we need to research other things. So another thing that we can do. Where are you?
Coming back down. I'm gonna rehook the coal line back up.
Oh yeah. Do you know how? Just use an underground.
Okay.
Did we starve out up there?
No, it's just.
Did I get all distracted?
Just a figure.
Yep.
Should hook it back up before we forget.
So now, if we had a mod that put little colored lights under all of our
Mod that put little what? You cut out there for a bit.
Colored lights underneath all of our assembling machines telling us their status, we'd be able to see this easily. But actually, if you notice, the assembling machine for the inserters, the one that's just below where you are right now, is not actually running, right? You see that its gears aren't spinning? Oh, is it full already? No. Right. What's it waiting for? Gears? Oh, never mind. It's out of iron. So I was going to tell you, okay, so now it's making gears and it's doing stuff. Notice that even when it has gears sometimes, it doesn't... Well, okay, so this is not useful because I can't tell the story. So the moral of the story is, this guy right here, the assembling machine making these green circuits, these electronic circuits right here, he's dependent on this one little guy right here, his one input that's right below me, right? That's got to put all of his things in from this box right here, right? That's actually not going to be very fast. So one of the things that we can use is the blue inserters, the fast inserters. In the beginning, they're fairly expensive, so you kind of don't want to overdo it with the blue inserters. But in this case, this guy right here can actually help things speed up. But this right here is actually really slow because he's going to need iron. And if you notice, all of our iron is out everywhere. So let's go do a quick and dirty iron run. And feed
I've
everybody
got 400 iron on me, so.
Alright, well, that's what, 2 stacks?
4.
Yeah. Let me go get a few thousand. You. No. You. Yes, all of the iron. Give me all of the iron you have. Alright. For the amount of iron ore that's coming in, we're doing pretty okay on our steel smelting. Which is groovy. Alright, I'm coming back with a ton of iron.
Probably some iron in the belt box.
Groovy. So everybody's going. We're going to put a little more iron in here. Make a lot of that. Gonna put some iron in here. Sure, we'll do that. Put some iron in here. Sure, we'll do that. Alright, everyone's gonna have a bazillion pieces of iron now. Anyway, except me, of course. I will take that back from you. Thank you very much. Groovy. Anyway, this will actually work better if we give it a fast inserter, because then it will be able to fill up its stuff and get its stuff in quicker. What are you waiting for? Are you full? You are full. Okay, so groovy. So we are now producing science, and we can now research green science. Military is going to take a minute, apparently. One of the things I'm actually going to do is make you be a blue guy, because the blue guys run faster. And to be honest, you probably never want to use the gray assemblers again. The blue assemblers are just worth it. I don't know if you ever like actually need to mix and match grays and blues. Part of it is that because they go faster, if you mix and match them, it's a lot more difficult to figure out what the proper ratios need to be for things. Like, those are the wrong ratios in there, right? The ratio for a lot of stuff is like 3:2 and things like that. But that'll just get it going and allow us to actually get to where we can produce some happy, hippy, dippy, hand grenades in order to blow up the trees in order to be able to build all of our lovely buses. Our main bus and our science sub-bus. But for now, my pocket is definitely blipping at me, so we've been running for... Oh, yeah. My pocket is apparently blipping early. We'll get another minute or two. I don't know what else we can do here in the short amount of time that we have. Kind of waiting for that military thing to go up. I guess what I can do is try to... I mean, for now, you know what I'm going to do? For now...
Hey, military finished.
Yeah. Groovy. So for now, I'm going to get up a couple assembling machines. Let us grab you. I went and stole all of the iron plates, so most of these boxes are now empty. I'll grab some more copper as well, because copper's good to have. There we go. What I can probably do is just drop one guy, like, right here for now, right, and feed you iron. Oh, bollocks. Feed you iron, feed you coal, have you build me some hand grenades, give it some juice. Yeah, give it some juice here, give it some juice here, whatever. I mean, this is bad. This is exactly the kind of spaghetti that you don't want to do. Eventually we're going to have grenades as part of our science stack, so we won't have to do this. But for now, get us some hand grenades. Once we get a bunch of hand grenades built, right, we'll take the hand grenades out and we'll go blow us up some trees, and we'll go build us a lovely, lovely bus. Okay?
Sounds fun.
Sounds fun. Anyway, so for now, my name is Mig. I'm joined by my brother Robert. We are 10-7, over and out.